Hi guys. We'll be on in a minute. Miss Munoz is speaking today. And it's a good thing that she is speaking because if it was me, I'd probably go on one of my diatribes again and get up on my soapbox and basically repeat everything I said a few days ago regarding tariffs. And I would bore you guys to death. So thank goodness Miss Munoz is going
Can
to
you hear me,
be giving the lesson today. Um, but I will turn it over to her.
ma'am?
Obviously, Miss Munoz has her audio on mute. So we're going to see how long it is going to take Miss Munoz to figure out that she is on mute and that can't be heard. Oh, it looks like she figured it out. Oh, nope, she was disconnected. So she didn't figure it out, but we still have plenty of time. So we're going to wait until she comes back and then um, see if Miss Munoz can get back on, and then we'll figure out if um, she can get her audio working and can give a review for us. But while she's getting that done, I'll just talk about what uh, we were talking about earlier, and that's the issue we're having with these tariffs and how everyone all of a sudden hates to um, apparently hates tariffs, and tariffs is going to kill the United States. It's going to make us unemployed slaves, and we won't be able to earn a living. And then on top of it, um, everything will cost $1 million. That those pins you buy at Dollar Tree, they'll be $1,000,000.25. You know, that card, that birthday card, you get W2 for $1 million. Um, the bleach and cleaning solutions you buy, they will be each $1,000,000.25. That's what everyone wants you to believe. Um, instead of believing that, oh, well, maybe I'll pay the same amount or slightly higher price for some things that get made in China, but slowly but surely, and eventually, some jobs will come back and some things will be made in China if the tariff stays. And if the tariffs don't stay, um, because let's say all the countries cancel their tariffs out, then at least American companies will make more money and will employ more people for the engineering and the designs here in the US because we'll be selling more things in other countries. I don't think no one says that, well, that's a possibility that could happen. Or maybe they'll say, well, tariffs are terrible for the United States. They're going to make us weak and make things cost more money. But aren't we retaliating based on the tariffs of these other countries. So if these other countries have tariffs, how come tariffs are not destroying their countries? How come everyone is not spending an arm and a leg for you know, an apple or whatever, people buy that comes from everywhere? How come other countries can charge tariffs and it doesn't destroy their country? But if the US just um reciprocates um with a slightly lower tariff with the country that has been tariffing us for 20, 30, 40, 50 years, then that's okay. And nothing will happen to them. Nothing has ever happened to them. But it will destroy the US. Also, I think you have to ask yourself, who are these people who are telling you that, oh, tariffs are terrible? Um, they're going to kill you and your family. They're going to kill the United States. The people who are telling you this are people who are already wealthy. They are the top 10, top 5% of our society in the US. They've already made it. They're doing well for themselves. Okay? They they're okay. So the people who are telling you that tariffs are Diablo incarnated are the people who have already made their success. They're also the people who have uh big money in the stock market. You know, they're like, oh well, we hate tariffs because um everyone's losing their money. The average person could give a damn about a tariff. The people who care about tariffs are people who have boatloads of money in tariffs. Are the people who have portfolios and portfolios and portfolios and stocks. Then they'll say, well, you know, um, uh, uh, the 89-year-old grandma is gonna die because her stocks went down 25%.
What's up, ma'am? I'm sorry. This,
And if it went down 25%,
madam,
old grandma's gonna die. I'm like, oh, grandma's gonna die because her stock portfolio went down. Most likely, 89-year-old grandma ain't even in the stock market. And if she was, she would be in a nice bonds, mutual funds, or something safe. If old grandma was so concerned
ma'am,
about the stock market going up, yes,
I'm back. I
I know
apologize.
you are.
Can you want me to go ahead?
Well, I'm waiting for you to share. I haven't stopped you from sharing, but you haven't done it. I'm
Well,
just
you
been
were
talking.
speaking, so I didn't know if you
Yes,
were.
I was talking so there wouldn't be dead air. I was venting while you were getting on. And then when you got on, I was waiting for you to share your screen so it wouldn't just be dead air while you're showing your screen.
Okay, one
And
moment.
while I will continue to talk while you get set up. So, so grandma all of a sudden uh is so savvy. She's 89 and investing in the wildest stocks, tech stocks, and all of these stocks like crazy. But yet, grandma's shocked and appalled when the stock market goes down because if grandma was that savvy, she would have took she would have got out of the market before Trump initiated the tariffs. or better yet, grandma wouldn't have even been in all these risky stuff. She would have been in some bonds or something.
Can you see my screen?
Yes, I can.
All
So,
right.
like, I don't get, when does grandma get stupid and when does she get smart? But if you listen to these people, this is what they'll have you believe, that they care about grandma losing her 401k. Grandma's losing her life savings.
Hmm.
89-year-old grandma's gonna die because the stock market went down 10%. Oh God, the stock market went back to what it was in 2020. So if grandma was 80, what, 80 in
Did you want me to go on now?
2084,
Or are you gonna keep continuing your soapbox?
I'll just say if grandma was 84 in 2020 and then in 2025 things went up to never before seen all-time highs. Now grandma went back down to what it was in 2020. Grandma hasn't lost anything. So I don't know why grandma's complaining. All right, continue.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we had two sessions talking about grandma and the tariffs. Now we'll go back to our normal uh, program.
That's only because you wasn't ready, or we would have been,
I had technical difficulties.
I know I had to fill some
Okay,
time.
let's continue. I have a few minutes only. All right, so let's give a synopsis of what happened. As you can see from our visuals here, finviz.com, everybody. Dow Jones basically, it jumped up and then it skied, did a dumpster fire, boom. Same thing with the NASDAQ, boom. Same thing with the S&P 500. And you can see here all of the compañías, aka companies of the world, or I mean, United States, who are the top of the world, like Apple, had a 5% drop. Everything is red. It's like, it's like a Canada flag here. So here it is. Here's the results of everything except AVGO was green. UNH was green healthcare. And just a few industrials were green. Everything else, oh, JP Morgan and some of the banks were kind of greenish. Everything else was, as you can see from the Zoom, was very red, red, red. So you were a winner today if you were shorting it. Basically, that's it. Same thing here, just just very basic. 0.84%, 1.57%, and 2.15%. So if you were an Apple, Apple and Amazon were kind of the winners to be shorting. Then we'll take a look at that in more detail. For tomorrow, things are looking also in the red already. The NASDAQ is 2% down, S&P 1.68, and Dow 1.38%. So 522 points, 85 points, and 328 points already down from the close. So if you had some puts or if you had some short overnight, you're still going to be making money, 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 money. All right. So let's take a look at the top winners. And you can see it was trash. Sorry, Carvana, 1.27%. And our fabulous Azo, 0.60%. Those were the two winners. And because we only had two in this list, we'll take a look at it at the 1 minute chart. And basically you can see, even though it was air
I'm
quotes,
coughing.
huh?
I'm coughing.
Oh, God bless you. Even though it was the winner, you could still see it was kind of a loser. And this is a trash stock. Would not recommend this for anybody, but it does have a lot of volume, 10 million. And it's a trickster. That's all I can say. Azo, uh, I tell you, folks, if you have this kind of money lying around, this thing doesn't even go bad on a bad day. It's just very strong. Okay, so let's take a look at the
Can
losers.
we really quick see Azo from the daily? I want to see how it's been doing since the so-called Diablo tariff crash.
Yeah, just like everything else. And this is
It's
actually,
okay, it's been better. So it's at what price? Which is the one is the price?
well, it was at 3,900. Right now it's at 3,500. And this is
Okay.
obviously if you can get it at 3,230 would be fabulous.
Are you looking at
You
this as a this is a hanger, right? Hanger.
at the moment is a hanger, yes.
Okay. So let it go up tomorrow, people, and then short it. Let it do a pop. So what is it? 36 or whatever that is.
This is a very expensive stock. So for those of us tuning in, if you got this kind of cash, I wouldn't touch this unless you have a lot of dinero. Um, for the losers of the dia, we have Walmart, which was 4.26%. This is something you want to eye. As I had mentioned in past
Walmart
reviews,
didn't even get back to freaking what? Did it get to 60? It didn't even get back to post the splits at 60.
yes. Keep an eye on this. If it gets back down to $60 levels, that's where you kind of want to get it at. It's below the 200. Keep an eye on this. It's still it has the moving averages are crossed. Um,
How is this supposed to be a bear market and it can't even get to 60? Come on now.
well, it's not going to drop at 60 in 2 seconds. It's been dropping week by week, day by day. So you just have to wait until it gets to the price.
I think this bear market stuff is
It's
fake.
not a bear market. Yes. I'm just not a convinced me. It's not a bear market. It's just it's been going down, but in order to be a bear market, it has to be for more longer
Oh,
time.
oh, okay. Notes. Um,
No, you do the notes. I'm doing the
I'm just
review.
saying,
Okay,
notes.
then you take care of that. Okay, so XOM Miss Green had indicated that the buying level was at 100. It's below 100 already. You can see we had marked this right here, which is about 97, 95. So this is a really good zone to potentially buy and see if it gets down there. You may even want to get some shares right now to test it. And this was obviously a big red day today. And it was the second loser. BJ's will skip American Airlines. Okay, look at this. I told you you could get a better price. It's already at 891. This thing got down here. This is another one where you kind of want to keep an eye on and see if it gets back down here. And it's already lower than $9. So this is a good one to have in the back pocket as well. So look at how it went from 9 to 18. It's already at 891. A very good, excellent price. This one is another long-term one. Make sure that if it drops more and you can average it, so don't go crazy right now. I would just get a few shares, see if it gets to 8 and starts bouncing back and average in and get more. Um, Not sure what the COVID levels were, but we can take a look at that on the weekly. And excuse me, right here. So we're already there at the COVID levels, slightly in the COVID levels. 838 was the lower of the lowest COVID level. So I would say keep a good eye on this as well. And that's Americana for you. Amazon, very, very, very good Amazon-y. It has a humongous red candle at the moment. Uh, sorry, hanger on the weekly at the moment. It was a really big red candle today, but that was with everything. Everything was red. You're gonna see this pattern. It's really below the 200. There's a level down here at 150. I would eye that level. So do a test and see if it gets down here, put a notification. That would be the next buying zone for the good old Zoni. Nikete, somebody's favorite, it went down 5.43%. It's also near a certain level. This is already past this zone down here. Let's take a look at the weekly here.
Bottom is 50, guys.
I wish that you could get rid of this caca. How do you get rid of all this ease? This orders. Anyway, yes. So this was COVID level, which was
Maybe the
60.
gear.
The gear, yes. Gold size. No. All right, we'll just play it by ear. So COVID level was 61.60, aka $61 or 62. It's already lower than that. So this is why Miss Green is saying $50. If it breaks the $50, then the next level would probably be 30 or 40. Sorry, $40. So just keep a good close eye on this because it's at a really good buy-in zone level. So somebody's in this and she's keeping a good close eye on this. Softy, I haven't really looked at Softy in a really long time. That's because we haven't been reviewing. But I said same thing as we had marked this actually a really long time ago. I know Miss Green did, and she very intelligente marked that this was a level already past this level here. So the next level is 340. So, $9 away. See if it in this range or so in this area. Does it break it? Because then the next level might be here at 300. Let's see. Time will tell, guys. Time will tell. Mickey D's it's a little bit stronger than everybody else. You can see that it's still above the 200, but it is in a buy-in zone. I'm not surprised by this because people eat this like drugs. Apple.
People don't care that burgers come from China.
Enough of the
That's a
comments.
joke, people.
Yes. Manzana is also surpassing this level that we had marked. Miss Green had marked this also. And you can tell beautifully that it already surpassed this. It's breaking down. There's another level down here at 165. Will it break it or bounce off? That is the $100 question, the $1 million question. You can see I got it really high, but only I got 5 shares. So that's right. So I may average in once I seeing a turnaround. But I'll just keep it there in the back pocket for now. The bancos, it looked like they didn't do very well either. We have a line here, also known as a buy-in zone, and you can see that it's there. It's almost there. So this is another one that you want to keep a close eye for potential buying. If, bounces off for here, very strong. If it breaks it down, then we have another one at 30. If it breaks down, then short it. That's all you can do, really. It's a short until it's not, as a famous person has said. DraftKings, we had mentioned this. This is cyclical. Let's keep it moving. Get it in around the lowest that you can get around August for the turnaround in fall season. Let's take a look at DLTR, Dollar Tree. It's clearly in this range. It does not want to pass 78 or 80. It wants to stay between 80 and 60. Doesn't want to go above 80. And it keeps bouncing off this area right here. So this potentially could be the buying zone. If it breaks down, then you have to go back in time and see where the next level is at. And let's take a look at that. So the next level that we see here, here's one at 60, like we had mentioned. Hit 60 here again. The next level could potentially be $50. So that's something to look out for. In the meantime, it's hanging around here. And let's see what happens. Let's take a look at NVDA. And if anybody else has any other ticker requests, we can call it a day. All right, let's take a look at NVDA. So you can see NVDA, everything was like this. So it's just a copy of everything else. And you can see it's still going down. We got our zone. This was obviously a long for the first hour, as Miss Green indicates that she has her theory where she looks at 9:30 to 10:30, and if she sees that something's happening between 9:45, sorry, 10 and 10:30, and it starts going down, then she determines it's a short. And she was right. Look at this beautiful short. Anyway, any time that any area here that you got it, you would have been fine, or any peaks really. Anytime between uh 10 and I would even say 11, you would have done really great. All day, really. Anytime you have jumped in, it was going down. Um, Peloton, I hope it tanks tomorrow and gets to my Precio. I'm only $337 away from breaking even. I was $5,000 before, and now I'm very close to breaking even. So hopefully things will continue on their trend downward. Fabulous Tesla, and I think that's it. And if you have any requests, let me know, ma'am. Here's Tesla. It was beautiful. You can't deny that today, the best thing to do was go down. Boom, boom, boom. Here's Tesla. At the moment it's a hanger. Let's take a look at it on a daily. This has been a very crazy volatile style.
150, 150.
Let's see, 150. Yes, Miss Green had identified. I have 175 here for some reason, but she also likes this 150, and she is correct. So let's see what happens. Let's see if it gets down there. And again, it's a short until it's not. All right, guys, have a great day. Take a look at those recommendations, American Airlines, XOM, and everything else. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, have a successful trading day tomorrow, manage your risk, and control your emotions. Have a good one. Peace out.
Don't fall for the okie doke.
Peace out, my friend.
Don't let them scare you.
Yes. If so, when I say control your emotions, don't be greedy and don't be scared.